The solar system is much larger than the planets we usually see in textbooks. It is not just the sun, the planets, and a few moons. It is a vast system of worlds, ice, dust, ancient debris, invisible boundaries, and deep darkness. If Earth is our home, then the edge of the solar system is like a distant frontier, a cold and silent region where sunlight becomes weaker. Closest to the sun. Here, we find the rocky planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. These worlds have solid surfaces. They have mountains, valleys, craters, plains, and ancient marks left by impacts. And geological change. Sunlight is strong here. Temperatures can be extreme, and the sun still dominates everything. But as we travel farther away, we reach a very different region. Between Mars and Jupiter lies the asteroid belt. Many people imagine this place as a crowded field of rocks, like something from science fiction, but in reality, the distances between most asteroids are enormous. This is not a wall of stone. It is a wide region filled with ancient leftovers. From the early solar system, these objects are pieces of material that never became a full planet. They are like frozen memories from the time when the planets were still forming. Beyond the asteroid belt, we arrive at Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. It is so massive that it could hold more than 1,000 Earths inside it. But Jupiter is not a rocky world. It is a gas giant, a planet made mostly of hydrogen and helium, with no solid surface. Like the one beneath our feet, its atmosphere is violent and constantly moving. Huge bands of clouds wrap around the planet. Storms swirl across its surface, and the most famous of them all is the Great Red Spot. This enormous storm has lasted for hundreds of years. It is larger than Earth, and it shows just how powerful Jupiter really is. Around Jupiter, we also find some of the most fascinating moons in the solar system. One of them is Europa. From the outside, Europa looks like a frozen world covered in cracked ice, but beneath that icy shell, scientists believe there may be a global ocean of liquid water, a dark ocean, hidden far from the warmth of the sun. As we continue outward, we reach Saturn. Saturn is one of the most beautiful planets in the solar system. Its rings make it instantly recognizable from far away. Those rings look smooth and perfect, but they are not solid. They are made of countless pieces of ice and rock, all orbiting Saturn at incredible speeds. Some pieces are tiny, like dust. Others can be much larger. Together, they form one of the most stunning structures in space. Saturn also has strange and mysterious moons. Titan is one of them. It has a thick orange atmosphere and lakes on its surface. But those lakes are not made of water. They are filled mainly with liquid methane and ethane. Another moon, Enceladus, shoots plumes of water vapor and ice out into space. These plumes may come from an ocean, hidden beneath its frozen surface. Farther still, sunlight begins to fade even more. Now we reach Uranus. Uranus is an ice giant with a pale blue color. But what makes it especially strange is the way it rotates. Unlike most planets, Uranus is tilted almost completely on its side. It is as if the planet is rolling around the sun. This unusual tilt gives Uranus some of the strangest seasons in the solar system. Beyond Uranus lies Neptune. Neptune is the farthest official planet from the sun. It is a deep blue world, cold, distant, and extremely windy. In fact, Neptune has some of the fastest winds ever measured in the solar system. Even though it receives very little sunlight, its atmosphere is still active and violent. At this distance, the sun no longer looks like the blazing disk we see from Earth. It would appear much smaller, still bright, but more like a powerful star in a dark sky. But the solar system does not end at Neptune. Beyond Neptune is the Kuiper Belt. This is a huge region filled with icy bodies. Pluto is one of the most famous objects here. Although Pluto is no longer classified as a major planet, it is still a remarkable world. It has mountains of ice, frozen plains, and a surface shaped by strange and distant processes. The Kuiper Belt is like a frozen archive, a place where ancient objects have been preserved for billions of years. These icy worlds are leftovers from the birth of the solar system. They move slowly in the cold darkness, far from the heat of the sun. But even the Kuiper Belt is not the final edge. Far beyond it, scientists believe there may be something even larger, the Oort cloud. Unlike the Kuiper Belt, which is shaped more like a wide disk, the Oort cloud may surround the solar system. Like a giant shell, it may contain countless icy objects, so far away that the sun would look like just another bright star. Some long-period comets may come from this distant region. They spend most of their lives in the deep cold, far beyond the planets. Then, after thousands or even millions of years, some are pulled inward and begin their long journey toward the sun. But there is another boundary that may be even more important. The heliopause. This is not a solid wall. It is not a sharp line in space. The heliopause is the region where the solar wind from the sun becomes too weak to push back against interstellar space. Inside this boundary, the sun still has influence. Beyond it, space belongs more to the galaxy than to our star. Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 have crossed this region. They became the first human-made spacecraft to enter interstellar space. These tiny machines are now traveling through the darkness between the stars. They are far beyond the planets, far beyond the worlds we know, and yet they still carry messages from Earth, a reminder that a small species on a small planet once looked up and decided to explore. The journey to the edge of the solar system shows us something powerful. The planets we know are only the central part of a much larger system. Beyond them are icy belts, distant comets, invisible boundaries, and the beginning of interstellar space. The edge of the solar system is not a clear ending. It is a gradual fading, a place where the influence of the sun becomes weaker and weaker. And if we could keep traveling beyond it, we would no longer be exploring only the solar system. We would be entering the vast ocean of the Milky Way. Out there, the sun would no longer be the center of our journey. It would become just one star among hundreds of billions, a small point of light, lost inside a galaxy far larger than anything our minds can easily imagine. Around us, there would be no planets we know, no familiar moons, no rings of Saturn, no blue Neptune in the distance. Only the darkness between stars, thin clouds of gas, ancient dust, and the faint glow of distant suns. This is interstellar space, a place so empty that even light feels slow.